awesome students. How are you? Long time. Let's keep pace and let's come back with character's motivation. Character's motivation. Why does the protagonist act in a certain way? In a narrative story, the protagonist it can be the main hero. He's the main hero who's acting in a certain way. We need to know why is he acting that way. The reaction of the hero or the protagonist, we call it the character's motivation. It can be self-actualization, self-esteem, love belonging, safety, or maybe psychological. Character's motivation can be because of morality, creativity, spontaneously, or maybe problem solving, lack of prejudice, acceptance of facts. The self esteem is self confidence, maybe achievement, maybe respect of others and respect by others. Character's motivation can come because of friendship, family, several intimacy. Character's motivation can be security, his reaction, her reaction, security of maybe body, employment, resources, morality, family, health, or property. Character's motivation can be because it's psychologically breathing, food, water, sleep, homelessness, or maybe excretion. Character's motivation is simply described as the character's wants and needs in a story, drama, or narrative. Character's motivation can be outlined using the following pyramid. There are two types of motivation when it comes to narrative. Character's motivation can be generally split into two types: intrinsic or extrinsic motivation. Both of these drive the direction of the story, and it explains a lot of the reaction of the hero. What about intrinsic motivation? What is this? Intrinsic motivation is a type of motivation that involves deciding to do something. Why did the character, mainly the protagonist, act this way? Because you're interested in it and you enjoy doing it. Your reasons are internal, they come from within you, and you're not driven by other people or by an end result or outcome. For example, my students who are now getting with me Shakespeare and his famous drama Macbeth. Throughout Shakespeare's famous drama, the main character in Macbeth feels internally pressured, and he is Macbeth himself, to secure his throne. This leads him to kill Banquo, and that's his opponent in his perspective, and his son by his heightened fear, causing him to resort to the witch's prophecies for feeling of safety, and lastly, by his tyrant figure, which causes him to become bloodlusted when he ends up killing many innocents. What about extrinsic motivation? What is the explanation for that? Extrinsic, on the other hand, involves deciding to do something because you are told you have to do it by someone else. Extrinsic motivation, explanation externally to the reactions of the protagonist. You're forced to do it because of external factors, such as needing to achieve a goal, wanting to get a reward, or seeking to avoid a disadvantage. For example, keeping the same example of Shakespeare, Macbeth feels extremely pressured by his wife and the three apparents given to him by the witches. The external influence of Lady Macbeth also forces him to do or act or react in a certain way. The witches' prophecies and his own blind greed conspire to ruin him. This demonstrates that people can be easily manipulated into self-depriving choices. That was all about how the protagonist in a narrative story act or react. If you think that you learned something new, please thumb up for like. Comment if you have ones, I will answer you. Share with others to benefit. And stay tuned for more videos with Miss Karima, English literature and English language. See you soon. Bye.